Hey guys, I wanted to do this really fun, colorful, coppering inspired look, which was actually requested by someone and I can't remember who. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys that I don't only wear blue. I know you guys are probably getting sick of some of the blue colors that I was doing. But anyway, so here's the look. Just gonna get a little bit closer so you can see. It's a really, really fun and different play on colors. Not something you really see people doing every day. So there's the look, and stay tuned for the tutorial. Bye! Thanks for watching. I've already taken it upon myself to prime my whole eye, and I used a concealer. That was Studio Finish by MAC. First step, I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk and just layer this directly on top, all over the eyelid. You want to be somewhat generous with it, but you don't want to cake it on too much. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush. This is 252 by MAC. And I'm going to smooth it out so that it's not cakey. I'm going to add a little bit more. And then with my brush, I'm going to drag some of that along the bottom of my lash line. First color I'm using, this is going to be my brow bone highlight. This is Hush by MAC. In the pan, it looks like an off-white, but it reflects kind of like a pearl, a pink pearlescence. It looks like kind of like a pale pink. And this is just going on my brow bone. Kind of reminds me of like seedy pearl because it reflects like a pinkish. Taking texture and my 224 brush, and I'm just using this as like my crease color. And I'm going to blend out some of the edges of that Hush I used earlier. I'm taking my pencil brush, it's 219 by MAC, and I'm taking Brown Script by MAC. If you have Folly, the lighting is going to kind of throw off the color a little bit, but if you have Folly or any type of like dark burnt orange eyeshadow, this will be perfect. So that's Brown Script, and I'm taking my pencil brush and I'm really just going to pack it on my brush, and on the outer corner I'm just going to place it. See how I just packed it on there? And then on the inner corner I'm going to pack it in too. Just placing, we're not doing any blending. This is so we can get the color to really, really pop. Because sometimes when you're just trying to add the color with just a blending brush alone, the color payoff is not the greatest. So I like to place it first and then buff it out so it doesn't look harsh. So I'm going to add a little bit of color to my 222 brush. If you have 217, that'll work too. And I'm going to blend this out on the inner corner and the outer corner. And I'm also making a point to really concentrate it along the top of my crease there. It's almost kind of like a backward smoky eye, I guess you could say. I'm really going to concentrate the color on and continue to blend. On top of that, I'm taking Embark eyeshadow. This is a dark brownish red matte color. Those are both mattes. Brown Script is also a matte. And what I'm going to do, same technique. I'm using my 219 pencil brush. I'm going to place it directly on top, but not as dark. This is just to define the crease a little bit more. I'm going to place it on the outer corner of my eye there, and also on the inner, just to give the shape of the eye a little bit more definition. And then I'm going to buff it out. But I'm not really going to buff it up here. I'm just going to buff it, really concentrate that color on the outer corner of the eye and on the inner. And like I said, that's just going to give the eye a little bit more definition. It's going to change the shape of the eye by working with lighter and darker colors. It's like you're contouring your eye basically, making it appear one shape when it's really not. Okay, if you can see how I kind of buffed that out. If you feel like you blended it out too far, you can take even a clean 224, or you can add more texture if you want, and just kind of around the edges of it, just kind of buff it out. Next, I'm going to take Motif by MAC. This is like a hard color to describe. It's like a yellowy, what does this reflect? It's like a mango color, but it has like a little bit of pink iridescence to it. So it reflects like a mango and a hot pink. It's a very, very unique color. It's really pretty on darker skin tones also. I'm going to take my 239 brush. You want something that's flat and stiff. And if you see this little bare pocket we left there, basically we're going to fill that in with Motif. Just filling in the blanks. See how I did that? I just filled in the middle. Okay, now this part's going to be a little tricky, so pay very close attention. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take coppering eyeshadow. This is going to be the final, the really big bang. Taking coppering on the tip of the 239, just on the tip, gives you a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to do what I'm getting ready to do. Okay, now around the edges of Motif, you're going to just add a strip of coppering, like you're outlining Motif with coppering. You're literally just going to create like a ring around coppering. You're literally going to just create a ring around the Motif color. So see how it's like coppering all around and then Motif in the middle? That's exactly what I just did. Just created a little parameter around Motif. And you can go back and make Motif pop a little bit more if you need to. Add a little bit more to the middle. The very, very center. I'm also going to take Motif on the bottom inner corner of my eye. Just in the inner corner. And then I'm going to take my 219 in brown script along the bottom of my lash line. I'm going to stop it about right there, about a third of my eye. I'm going to line my waterline with Feline eye kohl. Then I'm going to take my gel liner and my 209 brush, as soon as I can find it. 209, something thin and tapered. I'm going to be lining my upper lash line. I winged it out a little bit. Lastly, I'm applying MAC Zoomlash for my mascara. There you go, guys. There's the mascara. You can add falsies if you like. You're more than welcome. I just skipped right to the mascara, and that's the final look. I hope you guys like it.